In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about data entry. I am going to teach you the skills you need to have, and I'm also going to show you and teach you how to perform some of the most common data entry tasks so that by the end of this video, you will be ready to start performing data entry work. Hi there, my name is Sadiq Umar. I'm a full-time virtual assistant living in Nigeria, and this video is going to be based on my personal experience of mastering data entry as a virtual assistant. Okay, let's start with what exactly is data entry. Data entry is simply the process of inputting some data, updating or managing some data in a computer system or database, typically using a software like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, or Google Sheet. It usually involves entering information from various sources, such as from a PDF document or from one Excel file or from an image. You extract some data from various sources and you input the data in another source, such as in a Google Sheet or in Microsoft Excel, and you sort the data, you make it easy to read and easy to understand. Now, data entry is something that I will say 99% of businesses have to do data entry work regularly. And so instead of the business owner to do the work himself, data entry work, it will be a lot easier to just hire a data entry virtual assistant to take care of the job. Okay, the next question is, what skills do you need in order to start data entry? We now know that most businesses, have to hire a data entry virtual assistant or a data entry employer at some point. And so we know it's a skill that is in constant demand. The next thing is how to learn. What skills exactly do you need to learn? The very first skill that you need to have in order to succeed in data entry is typing speed and accuracy. Because working as a data entry virtual assistant, or even if you are working full-time data entry, full-time employee for a company, you have to be good, you have to be very accurate, and you have to have typing speed in order to succeed, because it involves typing data from one source to another. And this is easy to learn really. If you don't have typing speed, then it just means you haven't been typing a lot of things. The more you type, the better you become at typing. The more you type, the faster you become at typing. And even if you are not good at typing, there is an online tool that is going to help you learn how to type fast and accurate, and the tool is completely free. Let me share my screen now and show you the website that you can use in order to improve your typing skill to be very good at typing from the beginning as a complete beginner. Okay, the first thing we need to do is we go to typing.com. And this website is going to teach you how to type and how to type accurately, and it is entirely completely free. When you are on this website, typing.com, you just click Start Typing Today. Okay, this is a short course that is going to teach you step by step how to get started in typing, how to be good at typing. When you are right here, you just click Resume. I'm sure if you haven't visited this website at all, you will see Start instead of Resume. So you just click Start. And then the next thing you need to do is simply follow the instructions. You just follow the instructions they show you right here, and you will be good to go. It's very easy to follow along, and this website is going to help you learn how to type fast and accurate. Okay, after learning typing, the next thing that you need to know is have a basic knowledge of computer. Have a basic knowledge of computer operation. If you have been using a computer for a few months, even just a few months, then you probably have a good knowledge of how to use a computer. And even if you haven't been using a computer, you don't have even a basic knowledge of using a computer, if you have a smartphone and you know how to use a smartphone, it will be very easy for you to start using a computer. And the more you use a computer, the better you will become at normal, average, basic computer operations. And the next basic skill you need is simply know how to browse the internet, know how to download and upload files from the internet, and also know how to use email. Those are the basic skills that you need in order to succeed in data entry. You need typing speed and accuracy, and you need a basic computer operation knowledge, and you also need to know how to browse the internet, download and upload files, and also how to use an email. If you have these skills, then you are good to go. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to perform some of the most common data entry work. If you started working as a virtual assistant, or even if you get hired to do data entry work for a company, I'm going to teach you some of the most common work that you are going to encounter also. Let me show you another example. A client might send you a link to a Google form or some other form, and there are many submissions in the form, and your job will be to go through to download all the information of the people who submit the form, and you sort their names and all the information they submitted. Let me show you also another example. Let me go to Google Forms. Okay, this is a form that I created recently and hired a video editor. When I open the form, and when I come to the responses tab, we can see there are 17 submissions. 17 people submit the form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download all their information. These are their email addresses. Instead of going through each one, I can just download all the information of the people who submit the form. Okay, the file has been downloaded in a zip format. So we can come to our folder right here. And this is the file. When we extract the files from the zip file, they are going to be in a folder like this. When we open the folder, this is a file that contains all the information of the people who submit the form. And we are going to open the form. And you can see this data doesn't really look that good. It's not easy to read. So what we are going to do is we are going to highlight all the columns, double click to make the columns bigger so that we can read the text easily. The timestamp is the time and the date you submit the form. We really don't need this column, but it also depends on your client instruction. Your client is going to give you the specific column they are interested in. They are going to say probably they need their email addresses, their first name, and link to portfolio. And the other columns also, if they need the other columns, you include it. If the client doesn't need the other column, you simply go ahead and delete it. So right now we have the most important columns right here. And what we can do is first we add a header so that it is easy to read. We change the text into white. We make it bold. So you see, even by doing just this, the information is a lot easier to read. And you can go ahead and check if the client, maybe I specify that I am willing to pay $50 per video. So you can see how much people say they are going to charge. This one says they are going to charge $50 per video. So they are relevant, we keep them. We can go ahead and find anyone who specify that they are going to charge higher than the client budget. If this one, for example, they said they are going to charge $80 to $100 and the client budget is $50 per video, then you can simply delete them. So you can go through the data and make sure everyone submitted with their email address and a link to their portfolio. And also the budget they added did not exceed the client budget. So if you finish sorting all the data, the number of people who remain in this spreadsheet, you just save it and send it to your client. So this is basic data entry work. And this is obviously going to depend on the type of client you are working with. If you are working with a client who posts another job, a different job, they have specific requirements. And when you export all the information, they will give you the type of information they want. And anyone who meets the criteria, you leave them on the submissions. And anyone who did not meet the criteria, you go ahead and delete them. When you finish, you just save the file and send it to your client. So these are the most common data entry work that you are going to come across. And as you can see, all you really need in order to succeed is you just need accuracy and typing speed. And you just need to know how to use Microsoft Excel and how to browse the internet. In some cases, you might need to use Microsoft Word or Google Doc. For example, I recently worked with someone who, when she is having meeting with her client, she take note with a pen and paper. And when she finished taking note, when she finished with her client, she just snapped the paper with her phone and she sent me the image. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a look at her handwritten note and type it in Google Doc or Microsoft Word document. And for this also, all you need is just accuracy, typing speed. And for accuracy, there is also a tool that you can use in order to ensure accuracy in your typing. And the tool is Grammarly. It's very easy to use Grammarly. Grammarly is also free to use. They have premium version, but the free plan is really all you need. I never use their premium plan. Let me show you how Grammarly works. If you don't have an account in Grammarly, it will take you like 2 minutes to create an account and it's free. When you finish creating your account, you just go to New. And when you are on this page, you can just start typing something and Grammarly is going to proofread and make sure there are no typing mistakes. And if you already write something in Google Doc or Microsoft Word document, all you need to do is copy and paste. Let me show you an example here. If I copy this text, I come back to Grammarly and Control B to paste it. And you can see these are all the grammatical errors that I can fix to make the text better. So this is what you can do also to increase your accuracy and efficiency. You can just go ahead and click accept. You go to the next one, click accept, go to the next one, click accept. All the ones in red are the ones that need some improvement, and you can simply click accept in order to accept the changes. So this is how to use Grammarly, and as you can see, it's going to be very easy to increase your accuracy with Grammarly. And the best part, it is free to use. And you can even install Grammarly extension in your browser so that you don't have to go to another tab every time. When you are typing in any tab, Grammarly is automatically going to proofread your text. One thing you should keep in mind is everything gets better by time. So the more you practice, the better you will become. So if you want to be an expert, the key point is practice. Keep practicing, and keep improving your skills. Something like typing, the more you type, the faster you become at typing. And also the more you use the internet, the better you will become at using the internet. And same thing with Microsoft Excel or Google Sheet. The more you use it, the better you will become at it. And also Google Sheet, using Google Sheet and Microsoft Excel is the only thing that I think is going to take you a little more time to master, because there are quite a few things in Microsoft Excel that if you didn't know how to use it, if you haven't used it any time before, it might take you a little time to be very good at it. But the more you use it, the better you will become at it. So if you want to be an expert in data entry, the key point is keep practicing and keep improving your skills. Next, you can watch this next video where I give an entire virtual assistant course, so that if you are interested in being a data entry virtual assistant, by the end of this next video, you will be ready to start finding clients. If you find the video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.